Hey guys, and welcome to The Real DDP, and today it is Wrasslin Wednesdays. So I'm going to pick one of my favorite moments that is along, since we are in the middle of Macho Man madness. We haven't finished our feud yet. I'm going to pick one of my favorite highlights of the 90s for me. It's one of my favorite, highlights in wrestling, period. I always want to be surprised. That's why I love the Diamond Cutter so much, because I would find those ways through friends of mine, opponents, whoever, that would help me come up with different ways into it so we could surprise the fans. But what we were about to do this night was a surprise to everybody, including me. Before we go any farther now, I think I'll just show you right now where my knee, I have been rehabbing the knee, and you can see I've got it iced right here, double ice. Just got done doing my daily rehab. I just started 2 days ago. My knee is so weak. I hate the beginning of rehab. It sucks, but you got to push your way through it. Started some light YRG today, so hopefully in a matter of a couple of weeks I'll be ready to go. So back to the feud. So Bischoff, when I got there, pulled me aside. And I got there early for some reason that day. I don't remember why. But he pulled me aside and he brought me into this. We were playing at a building that has one of those B-list hockey teams, but in that area, that's all they have. So they held probably about 12,000 people, the building. And whatever I don't remember what the name of the ice skating team was, but I know that I was in an ice skating rink primarily because he brought me to a room that was just full of ice skates, and where they sharpened them, and the players, they got their skates on for the game or whatever they did there, their hockey sticks and stuff. And Parka was there, and Kevin Sullivan, and Macho Man. And I was like, all right, what's up, guys? And they're like, okay, here's what we're going to do today. No one is going to know this. We're going to keep you and Parka in this room the entire time until it's time for you, pointing at me, to go to the ring. You're wrestling Randy tonight. What Randy would do in his Parka, pretty much eat you alive until the end. He comes off the top rope. You put the boots up, catch him with it, stumble into it. Diamond Cutter. So this is the payback for me putting him over at that last match, because it was going flip for flop. I got Randy on the first one. He got me on the second one. Now, out of surprise, I get him with this match with Parka. So this is going to be a lot of fun, but it wouldn't have really worked unless I really grabbed his characteristics and stuff. So those guys leave me, and we're in there for hours. I don't remember how long it was, but it was a long time. And Parka didn't speak hardly any English at all. So at some point when I was putting his gimmick on and, putting on my boots, and I started thinking to myself, I got to really act like him. And he had specific movements, like he'd walk like this. It was almost like a Ric Flair type of strut almost, but his version of it. I got up and I spoke broken Spanish, like, amigo, move, like, show me. So he would show me, then I would do it. Then he'd show me some of the other little things that he did. And so I practiced his mannerisms for, like, I don't know, about an hour. So now it's time to, they're walking around giving out finishes. And we were pretty much in the early part of the match, early part of the show that night. And I got a knock on the door. And when I get there, it's Mr. Wonderful. And Paul Orndorff would go around giving out finishes. And he always had his little glasses on, because after you get to a certain age, your arms get too short, so you wear the glasses or you wear a contact like me. And he's looking down and he says, Parka. He goes, Savage, there's no finish here. And he looks up at me, tilts his head, he goes, looks right into my blue eyes, he goes, you're not Parka. I said, you mean Parka? And he smiled and he went, very good. Gonna like watching that. So now it made 5 guys. And he goes, I know, kayfabe. And he walked off. Of course, Paul didn't tell anybody. So when I went out there, which was cool about the match, they gave me my entrance. And they showed all the. I wish they would have showed a little less of Parka kicking guys' ass with chairs, because I was doing a lot of his mannerisms on the way to the ring. But it got over, and the people bought it. So now Scott Hall's down there too. So how could I hit Randy with the diamond cutter? We had to find a way to get rid of Scott. So Scott had this running feud with Larry Zbyszko. Later on, they would actually wrestle together and work against each other. Because Scott was such a true student of the game and really, really respected all the guys who came before him big time. He had a lot of respect for Zbyszko. That's why he loved to screw with him and bust his chops so they could get so he could go out in the ring and sell like a dog for him, it came to a point at the end of the match when Savage says, "I've got this match won. Go screw with Larry." Now Scott wasn't there, so now we could do the finish, catch Randy out of nowhere, and when I ripped that mask off the top, watched the people in the building. Just watch the people. They go insane. I wish I would have relished it a little bit longer looking back at it now, but I also knew Scott was coming. So, I probably could have played off on that a little bit more, but, it was fun just the same. And there was a lot of the boys that I knew that were sitting at home and going like, "Oh my God, Parka just did DDP's finish. He's going to kill him." I mean, there was guys who jumped off their seats. They told me at home they sold it that hard, and it was pretty cool. And if you watch that match, that's what you're watching right now. What else we got coming up? We got not much more of the feud. Only a couple more weeks of the Savage feud, and then I'm going to take you all the way back to the beginning of what was my demo tape in the AWA that got me to be Diamond Dallas Page, not the master of the diamond cutter, the head of the Diamond Exchange with the Diamond Dolls and my stable of wrestlers, which were from the Diamond Exchange. That'll all be coming as soon as we finish the Savage match, and then we're going to chronologically walk you through it. I hope you're digging it. If you're not, tough shit. Don't watch it. I'm just going to let you, I'll keep you posted on my rehab as we move forward. Going's okay, but you can never go fast enough. Your inspirational quote for the day is, "Work your ass off." That movie that came out, The Secret. Ooh, The Secret. If you wish for it, you can have it. This is true. You got to wish it. You got to want it. One thing that they found out, they forgot to leave you the secret. The secret is you got to work your ass off. That's all I got for you, monkeys. I'm going back to working my ass off. I'll see ya. Bang! Still hasn't gone yet, huh? All right, how about now? Right about now!